Shame that tune!
Seat. David, thank you so much for sharing your shame with us this fine evening.
You're welcome.
I am welcome. Now, why were you going to Montana on the glacier? What were you doing? Like, were you on a road trip of some kind?
Yes. So this actually was a detour. My buddy and I were. We wanted to see the country while we were still young, and we decided to follow the band Fish.
Fish.
Yeah.
Now, David, I know how difficult it must be to come up here and talk about
I know. I had to grab my whiskey.
I applaud you for your bravery. I applaud you.
It's a great way. It's a great way to see the country. If you don't mind hanging out with a bunch of jam band fanatics, or like parking and setting up shop for a couple days next to the Ganja Goo Ball guy.
Ganja Goo Ball guy. The dead, third eye blind, leftover salmon, jam sandwich, big head Todd and the monsters, the samples, rusted root, and my personal favorite Technicolor teddy bears. They jam and they are bands, unencumbered by the 2-minute, 30-second straitjacket that keeps so many restrained from following their inner disgusting, patchouli reeking, change-bumming muse. Why out of all these bands did you choose Fish as your band to traverse these United States?
That's a good question. It was '98, so Jerry had just passed away.
I miss Jerry.
I miss Jerry. We should have been following Jerry, I suppose. That would have been ideal.
And you're very good about sandalwood. That was like you picked up. Was there a lot of sandalwood going on?
I told you I have a reaction to it, so I stay aware.
How is your Eagle Scout friend doing amidst these scenes of jam band debauchery, the ganja goobers and such, or whatever?
Well, I must tell you, I was a little more of the entrepreneur on that trip. I designed this. We took this kind of traveling kitchen on the road. We were sort of an early food truck, I guess. We were selling these vegan pastas in these parking lots to make, to sort of support our travels. He, meanwhile, was like, in his element completely, totally. He'd kind of followed the dead for a while, and so I sort of brought the idea to him to do this, just based on I think the finances of this will really work out.
Fucking business.
Yeah. We'll drink oatmeal stout for breakfast. It'll be awesome. And he was like, and I just knew he'd say yes. He was like, that's like his total deal. He'd seen he'd racked up 45 fish shows or something by that time. So yeah.
And change gears here. This is our resolution-themed show. Do you have any? What are your resolutions for 2012? If you have any, what are you even thinking here?
When a ranger tells you to do something, I'm going to go ahead and do it. 2012.
Any ranger, and then watercolor especially.
I didn't know rangers were such good watercolorists.
And what do you do when you're not telling tales of bears and Eagle Scouts and urine?
Avoiding sandalwood, and I'm an actor and a real estate agent.
Yes, you helped Abraham and Laura with their
recent
first
purchase.
home.
Everything's working out great.
On the music stand or in your house?
The music stand. Wow, this isn't awkward at all. That's great. Well, David, great. Thank you for sharing just a small part of your shame with us this evening. And thank you, David Gray.